Hello. I would like to touch base a little bit on federal fair housing. Now, this is a topic that is very important for you to understand, especially in reference to trying to vet new tenants for a property. It's important to understand that we cannot discriminate in any way uh, on anybody. I would really encourage anybody that works in this field to understand the laws on that. I'm not going to go in depth on the law. What I would like to touch base on is how it really pertains to us when it comes to advertising and talking with prospective tenants. And it's important for you to know that not only can my company get in trouble with HUD and FHA on something like this, but you personally can get in trouble as well if you're caught discriminating. And so, the most important thing to remember is to not give out your opinions a lot of times, especially when you're showing a property. People will ask, what is the neighborhood like? Is it safe? What are the schools like? Are they good schools? My basic answer to a lot of those questions is it's up to them to either go check out the neighborhood, which I always encourage, even when I'm selling houses or renting them. I tell people go check out the area, drive by, drive around, go at different times of day and night, see what the activity is like. Um, and they can make their own decisions. When it comes to crime rates, well, they can call the sheriff department and find out, what that is. They can do their own research as well. It's not up to us to say, "Oh, this is a great neighborhood." In fact, it's not okay to really say much anymore. It doesn't seem. A lot of things are just so you really want to just stay to the facts, and then if it comes down to any type of stats on schools or if it's a good area or not, that's up to them. So don't put yourself in harm's way with that type of a lawsuit. Also, you don't want to get in trouble with the American Disabilities Act. If people have pets, comfort animals here in Colorado, I even if we say no pets, because a lot of the owners will say, "Oh, I do not want pets. I do not want kids in my property." You cannot discriminate against pets, kids, all of that. However, you can say no pets, but if they come, and that's fine unless they have something saying that they need a pet for a comfort animal. There are service animals and there are comfort animals, but in Colorado, they don't care, and that's not something we want to get into. So, with the owners, I let them know we'll do our best to not allow pets, but we're also not going to put ourselves into a middle of a lawsuit based on that, and especially when it comes to kids. No, most landlords would love to not have kids in there, and they'd love to not have pets, and they'd love to have just this young couple or old couple that is just going to take care of their place. But in reality, that's not something that is always going to happen. Now, there are guidelines with different counties and city, local municipalities that they only allow so many people per room. Now, we have application guidelines that we say only two people per room allowed, or we'll say you need to make X amount of money per month. Usually, it's two times the the amount of rent per month, and they have to show that income. That's a whole other topic as well as our application guidelines. And I believe we already have something on that. If not, we will. Um, so, so another thing that we can do to stay within our guidelines is as long as we're fair and reasonable to everybody, it's fine. Like, let's say, for instance, I have a guideline with my tenants, and they need to make X amount of money per month. As long as it's fair and equal to everybody, then it's okay. I could say you don't have to have you don't have to make any money at all, but I can't discriminate against them if they don't make money and then pick somebody that does make money. And what this also brings me back to a really good point is is you have to process every application in order. So if an application comes in and it's a completed file, and when I say completed file, I mean that they have filled out and signed the application, given us their paycheck stubs, so proof of their income, and done everything that we've asked them to do, we have to process their file in order. So it's first come first serve. It's not we take in 3 or 4 different applications and then pick and choose who we think is the best person. That's the only way to be fair with federal fair housing. So it is important to understand that when it comes to people asking about, well, do we accept vouchers? We cannot, in the state of Colorado, discriminate against somebody who may be Section 8 or that has rent vouchers. However, there is certain things that you need to know about Section 8. And there are certain inspections that the owner has to allow to get this done. So if asked if we take Section 8 or vouchers, you can merely just say, I don't know, and then we'll get back to you on that. And then you can talk to me or the owner, and we can figure out where we're at in that process. So anyway, I just wanted to just touch base on the basic concept of that. However, I do encourage you to dig deeper with federal fair housing if you're going to be in this industry at all. And this is for all people. It's not just for professionals that we all have to, abide by these laws. So thanks again for tuning in. Have a great day.